Welcome to my little workspace here. And as I said before, I'm going to show you how to precisely fold a piece of paper into 16 rectangles. I'm being a little picky on the way we fold simply because we want to really define the size and shape of these rectangles. If I just have you continuously dividing the paper in half smaller and smaller to get our 16 rectangles, we're not going to have very precise edges to be able to refer to when we are drawing. So this is what we're going for. You need a piece of paper, and actually in order for the drawing exercises to work, you're going to need several pieces of paper that are the same size. So I am using printer paper that works really, really well. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you how to fold your paper. If you only have notebook paper, I'm hoping that it doesn't have the perforated edges, or like the kind you rip out of a newspaper and you have that fringe. But if you do, and it does have the perforated edges where you can peel that away, go ahead and peel that away so that you have nice straight edges. You want a piece of paper with straight edges along the side. So what we're going to do to fold this, we're simply going to fold it like a card. And I want you to be very, very mindful of having your edges and your corners line right up. And this is where I said before, in order for this to really, really work well, we need these to be very, very precise. So it may seem like a very straightforward process, but I want you to be really, really picky. There we go. I'm going to sweep that to the side here. And when I get to this point, I'm really going to get that crease in there. I'm even going to take it in my fingernails and just like rub my fingernails against the edge. And at this point, you can go ahead and fold it one more time so we get an even smaller rectangle. And again, I'm really being precise with my corners and my edges. I'm happy with it there. Just going to sweep towards that fold. And I'm going to use my fingernails along that fold and really just define that. Now I want you to open this back up. You should have something that looks like this. And now we're going to fold it in the opposite direction, hot dog style. I know you're familiar with, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this edge down here. I'm going to turn it actually so it's this way. I'm going to bring those edges over and create a cross. I'm going to really be mindful of those corners and of those edges. I want everything to really line up precisely. And then I like to sort of sweep over to that fold. Maybe a tiny bit off, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to run my fingernails across those edges. And then I'm going to open this back up so I see that cross. I'm going to place mine horizontally, have it be wider instead of taller. And then I'm going to bring this edge over to the center. And then I'm going to bring this edge over to the center. They'll look like doors that are opening, like window shutters that are opening. And the reason I'm doing this is, again, so that I can really control the size of my rectangles and really press the fold in place so that it's defining those edges. So I'm just going to do that again, and I'm going to do, see, it kind of opens up. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to bring that up and use my fingernails to just press that crease in so that by the time I'm done and I've done those folds and I've really pressed those in, I get very defined, crisp edges. And that's what we want because we're going to be filling in each of these with a design. A few of them may be left blank, but most of these will be adding some line drawings to, and this is about training our eye to really see and draw what we're seeing, where the position is located. And by the time we have a few of these done, I think you're going to be very surprised with the results that you get. So as I've said in class, it may not make sense at first, but eventually I think you will enjoy the outcome. So this is simply folding your paper properly.